This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Okay, I got a request a couple of weeks back about whether I could break down these 3 licks that I improvised in an evening. I did the video on like the Bob Bradshaw fractal rig thing, and yeah, there was these 3 licks that were time-stamped by a Patreon member, Rain, and so I wanted to break these down for you. Patreon will be the place to get the tab. I'm going to do a video a bit later on about like the philosophy of learning licks, because there was a Julian Large interview with Rhett Scholl about how he doesn't transcribe. But to me, transcribing and learning licks kind of go hand in hand, and I think they can be useful. For me personally, I do hear from some of you guys that the legato kind of lesson stuff is useful, and for some of you that's why you hang out on the channel. So I'll continue doing it, and hopefully you can, you know, let me know if you get something out of it. So, lick 1, all of these are kind of starting the second in a sextuplet kind of thing. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So you're starting kind of halfway through a beat, if that makes any sense at all, which probably it doesn't. And they're all in D major. Our first one starts on D. They're kind of getting progressively a bit more difficult as well. All going to be legato. Obviously, for me, I kind of pick in the direction of the string changes. Also, when it comes to learning these, what I might do would be to loop a certain section. And yeah, instead of just reading it all off the page, I try as quickly as possible to get it kind of internalized in my head. So I write it down on the page because I know that I'm going to do a video on it. But then I'm actually more inclined to kind of learn it from like a looped section, and that helps me to get some idea of the timing, because as these are improvised, you'll see the timing is kind of a little bit up for debate. I've kind of tidied it up a little bit, but yeah, with this improvised legato stuff, I think for me, especially depending on, this is a first take, I think it's gonna sometimes be kind of all over the place, and it's kind of running through lines that you've worked on the concepts, but the actual lines themselves are kind of sometimes quite fresh. So, lick 1. This came from like Pierre Donnell / Joe Satriani type thing, where I've done a couple of videos on this. But 5 7 5 4, and then we slide up, and I kind of rush and crush those first few notes in the start of the bar. So we get 5 7 5 4, slide up to 5 7 9 6, which I'm hybrid picking. 9 again. Hybrid pick 7 6 9 6 7 9 5 9 8 5 9. That's the whole thing slowly. I think that's, although it looks like my hand is doing something different, the notes that seem to fall out to me are that 5 9 8 5 9 5 7 9 10, slide up to the 10, 9 7 10 7 11, slid up from like the 9th fret. So all together, that kind of thing. And for me, I'm not necessarily particularly focused on the timing of this sort of stuff, when I'm improvising this stuff, I'm more focused on where beat 1 falls. So I would listen to it in context and try and play along with it at 50% speed, then 75% speed, gradually get it up to full speed like that. So that's kind of lick 1. A little bit of a weird one for me. So lick 2 is building on some slightly different ideas, and kind of we start up here. So we're going to start with this thing. So 10, 12, 14, 10, 14, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 9, 12. That's the sort of thing I do very often. And picking wise, pick in the direction of string changes. And then 9, 11, 11, 9, kind of jumping out of the pentatonic box up to the 14th fret, 3-note string kind of pentatonic stuff. 9, 11, 14, 11, 9, 12, 9, 9, 12, 9. Okay, and then the second half of it, 12, 14, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12. Break this apart into chunks, of course. And then 9, 14, 9, 12, 14. And then same sort of concept on the next string. 9, 14, 9, 12, 14, 9, 11, 14, 10, 12, 14, 10. So ending there on the first beat in the next bar. 1. Like that. Lick 3, I think, is the hardest of the bunch for me, at least. And all of these things don't feel like you need to rush this sort of stuff, even though these are my own licks, because they were improvised. For me to figure them out again and try and get the feel back under my fingers and try and stop thinking about it in terms of it being like a, I don't know, anyway, to try and feel like it's comfortable under my hand and the pattern is kind of there, it takes definite time. That's why I couldn't do this video last week, because my hands weren't working properly because of the blackthorn injury. And yeah, so don't feel too frustrated by it. Trust the process, learn the things slowly, and gradually kind of increase the speed. You might find that the day after some sleep is when you actually start to feel it a bit more comfortably. Okay, we're going to start with this in the B minor. Okay, so 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9. Okay, and then 7, 11, 7, 9, 11, 7. And then same kind of concept again. 11, 7, 9, 11. And then 7, 10, 7, 10, 12. 10, 7, 10, 7, 9. Okay, so we get... Okay, and when we get to this point, 9, 7, 9, kind of doubling the note up there. 11, 9, 7, 9, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 11, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 5. And as I say, take these kind of one step at a time. So I probably find it's one logical kind of lump, then another logical lump, might be another logical lump, and maybe that. Okay, 9, 7, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 7, 9, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9, 11, 9, 7, 9, 7, 9. So yeah, as I say, just take it all super slow, don't be too impatient with it. A long lick, and yeah, I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but that's kind of sort of thing I do quite a lot of. So we're kind of mixing this idea of a 3-note pentatonic with a normal pentatonic. Like that kind of thing. So we kind of 3-note per strings on the top string of what we're doing. That kind of thing. So that's the 3 licks. I think there's quite a lot to sink your teeth into. If you, yeah, let me know if that was at all useful. I think hopefully, at least for you, Rain, that was what you were looking for. Yeah, 3 kind of wonky licks because they're kind of legato, totally improvised, but it was requested. I hope that's vaguely useful, Rain, and I'll catch you in another video soon.